Good morning, everybody. I'm coming from Shanghai, China, Fudan University, just like Professor Gu and Professor Sang. So I have two questions to the Professor Inagaki. As we all know, human security has comes up by United Nations in 1992. So, but usually in security problems, it is difficult to form a cooperation with regional countries. So do you think it is clever or practical to introduce or definition of security problems as the water problems to resolve the conflict in the basin area? This is the first question. And the second question, as we all know, there are two paradigms to resolve the confliction. The first is the linkage paradigm. It means we should resolve many problems like in a balance heat, so like water problems or some natural resource problems and some political problems. And another paradigm is a functional paradigm. It means the water is just water and the politics is just politics. So, but do you think which paradigm is more feasible and practical in basin area to resolve the conflict? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Abruzzese. I'm from University of Tor Vergata. Of course, I think most of us totally agree with, even if we don't have a daughter like Professor Dominese, we agree with the speech from Professor Ligounet. Just a sort of wondering question. You have a very good sketch about the statistics. Do you have any statistics about the efficiency, about between woman efficiency and man efficiency? I mean, in which way? You can evaluate like in the presence, during the work, or the absence from some important meeting or something like that. So because I think that even in this case, you can be on the other side. So you can give some more value to the woman presence in the public administration.
Hi, I'm from National University of Singapore. I have a question regarding to the speech that Professor Ligounet made. My question is about the method you use. Is your research empirical research? If so, it must be, I didn't see a lot of, data. Is that a quantitative driven research, or is that just a report? Because I don't see a lot of, very grounded data that I can, see from the results. Because you have a lot of results and conclusions, but how do you get those results and conclusions? Because you can, choose the data that you want from any literature, but you can, forget those data that you don't want. So is that report or is that empirical research? Okay, thank you.
My name is Antonio Gutita. I am from Palermo. I'm a student from La Sapienza University. I understand technology is useful for systems and also for people. I was wondering how you deal with the problem that system can control almost everything through chips and cards and operations and everything we do, starting from Facebook up to credit cards and the way we use our cars and drive, GPS and stuff. So how do you deal with systems? In a sense, how do you deal with, or the real question is, as I understand, how do you deal with people? Thank you.
So you want me to tell you the secret of how to live a life free of computers? I'm not going to tell you because you have to find your own way, but I'm joking. Well, that's the purpose of the other document I could not talk about, the Global Innovation Outlook. No, really, because that focuses on what we want. That focuses on what we want. Technology can be disruptive, can be very bad. I mean, we know of people being laid off because their job is, I'm totally disgusted at just, to talk about personal things. I bought stuff from IKEA recently. It was a nightmare, Their customer relationship management is a nightmare, their call center is a nightmare. I want a real man or a real woman that understands my problem and so on. So I understand what you're saying. But, you know, as any tool, the use you put it to a gun can save your life or can kill other people. It's, you know, in the hands
also
of
cholesterol.
Cholesterol, yeah, exactly. So, and this is why we have research in behavioral sciences, in sociology, we have philosophers in IBM, just to address what you're saying on what we want to do. And that's the Global Innovation Outlook. The Global Innovation Outlook is a public document that I can release.
Okay, so we wait.
We have a deal, okay?
Other questions?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm from China, Shanghai. I study in Italy, Macerata University. I would like to have a question, but not on how the computer deal with human, but I have a question about marketing. As you mentioned, computer chips. As we know, all the computers we are using now, the chips, are manufactured by Intel. So,
oh my God. Repent.
So,
no, okay, yeah.
which,
It's not like that. No, it's an important observation. It's not like that. Just sorry if I interrupt you. I could not go into any detail. The building of a new generation of chips. We are now at what is so-called the 45 nanometer chips, and we are building the facilities to build the 30 nanometer chips. And the money needed to research, develop, and implement a factory building those chips is 10% of the gross national profit of Italy, just to give you a scale. So in the market of chips is not held by Intel. Actually, it's held by two major big groups. One is IBM, Sony, Toshiba, Freescale, I mean, a very large group of technology players. And another one is Intel with some other players. Just to
I wonder, why are you so much confident in how is the new advantage of the new chips, as you mentioned?
Well, there are market forces that drive. I mean, if you look at what is driving, it's you have to be able to sell technology at a lower price with higher performances, and you know Moore's law of doubling of performance, etc. Blah blah blah. So that's what the market requests. Then on top of that, you can develop new markets that are not there. But sometimes, you know, the research and the technology has an answer, but there is no question. Like we have a technology, a wireless technology that can load on in a wireless fashion on a small memory key, not one DVD, a whole blockbuster show in under 5 minutes. The problem is that this capability needs a market. You know, the addressing of copyright stuff, a lot of other problems which are, let's say, economics and politics, and they all have to come together to make something that is marketable, if I get your question.
yes. Okay.